Hey everybody, it's Coach McGrath here. We're going to talk about how we run our linebackers and what we're looking to read with our linebackers in the tight front today. Um, we run a true tight front, so when we got our 2-4 eyes, our outside backers are going to play outside of the box, but they are box defenders first. We're going to spend first time on the outside backers, and then we'll come into the inside backers. All right, so in our regular 2x2 set, our outside backers split number 2, 50% from the tackle. We want to give the perception that they still going to play bubble. Any bubble screen, any little quick little run right here by the outside number 2 receiver, they will play. But they are run first. Their read is between the quarterback and the running back. The reason we're reading that is we want to look at any mesh, any zone reads, anything like that. We don't actually want to key on a person. We want to key on the spot. We'll be able to see any of that. If guards pull, they are taught to tighten, squeeze this down to give our inside backers time to scrape over the top. All right. Now, if you go into a trip set, they are taught to be on the inside shade of number 3. This allows them to get hands on number 3, plus gives us the extra body. They are still run first, then into the flats. All right. They are still both sides run first, into the flat second. The reason we do that is we still are looking for, even in a 3x1 set, we're still looking at any zone, inside, outside, any trap, anything like that they want to run up on the outside of us. All right. So 2x2 or 3x1, they still run first. If they jump into a tight end set here, now our outside backer will stack the tight end on the outside shade of him. His inside foot will split the man down the middle. We want to be able to force this guy to get hands on for any passing routes, any releases by the tight end. We want those outside backers to get hands on. They're playing like a true defensive end at that point. If they only go to a 1 tight end set, we now look like we have a 40 front. We still got our 3 guys up front, plus now our linebackers walk down. This backer is still going to split number 2, but only about 25% of the way. We now have a safety that's going to be allowed to come over the top of number 2. And that allows him to only bounce out to 25%. Still takes him out of the box as far as the offensive play caller is concerned. They are still run first, and now this tackle is never going to turn out to try to block him. He can just go get the quarterback right now on any passing routes. All right, if this guy were to be a wing, we play it the exact same way, except for now, instead of split him down the middle, we're going to split the whole man. All right, so we're going to take our outside backer. He's just going to stack right over the top of that wing. All right, and we're looking to do the same thing. We just don't want him to have a free release into this little dead zone right here behind the backers. All right, but now we can split this into a 20, and we still look like we got a 40 front. If you jump into a 2-wing set or a wing and a tight end set, now we look like we got a 50 front. This is the old school 52, bare front almost. All right, we got the 4 eyes. There's still a B gap. The guys, our 0 still a double A gap. All right, so we're still good here with our outside backers. That covers every formation that you can run. It doesn't matter if you double wing it, then we're not going to change our rules. All right, he's here. All right, he's now going to double wing. He's going to split the 2. Now we got the other safety on the outside of this guy, and we're comfortable. We understand that you're going to try to pin this guy, and we're just going to have this safety have to tell him, hey, listen, you need to man up. You need to be able to play this outside. This rover has now got this gap here. It allows this inside guy not to have a free release, and he would now, just like the 4-eye, attack the inside shoulder of the tackle. He will now attack the inside shoulder of this other wing, while still allowing him not to have a free release on the inside wing, okay? All right. So, next, our adjustments that we have in here when we go into the 3x1 look, even with our outside backer, we still know we don't have to change a whole lot of stuff. We have a safety over the top here. Now, when we do this, this inside backer knows I can't blitz, okay? If there's a blitz call for him, we will check it back over to the mic. All right. Now this rover knows he's going right now. If we had a Sam blitz call here, now we know the mic's got a blitz call coming. All right. We don't blitz this Sam because of any stick routes. He now has that stick route responsibility. All right. And again, he's run the flats. All right. So if we go into a 2x2 look, and we have our outside backers both blitzing, we have a peel rule, which is pretty common for everybody. Now, the way we do it is if the running back is to your side, you peel, all right? So if the running back were to release on this side, he now peels to him, all right? If the running back is crossing face, he's still going, and now we're gonna peel the mic off, okay? The reason we peel this mic, we feel as if this man's gonna have a better opportunity to make a play in the run game still. He sees this, he steps, all right? Once he recognizes it's pass and not run, now he peels. He is a late peel to it. We feel comfortable there. We don't believe that this guy's going to sit here and be able to man this guy all the way down the field. We just believe that the pressure that we're going to get from the outside is going to make it so this guy can't turn this into a true wheel. We don't only want him to have the ball for a second and a half, maybe 2 seconds on this, all right? So our guy is taught that. We also now, because he's crossing face, if he's crossing face, we got this guy coming too. So we're rushing 5 right now. We haven't even called a blitz, all right? Because our 4 eyes here, our zeros here, are the 4 eyes coming. Okay, now this guy knows I become spy on the quarterback, all right? Reason he becomes spy, running back cross face, he stepped for run, it's not run, he comes out, now he's got eyes on quarterback, he's got peel rule, he now has to peel off into spy on the quarterback, all right? Now, our reads for our linebackers are a little different than a lot of teams. We do not read a man. We don't read the guards. We don't read the running backs. We read a spot, all right? The reason we read a spot on this is we're going to read right here between the running back and the quarterback. We firmly believe when we do this. Now, his eyes here, his eyes are there, his eyes are there, his eyes are there. Both middle backers are going to be able to see any peels, all right? Now, again, they haven't had to adjust according to anything that we do, any formation you line up, anything. These middle 2 guys, they're just there. They see this pull. Now they know 2 gaps, and we're good to go, all right? If they see pull the other way, same rule. Now, for all those teams that like to do those false pull reads, this is why we read the spot, all right? They'll come here, little false pull read. All right, they're going to block down. They're going to read this guy. This guy is taught, no matter what, he's quarterback first, okay? He's quarterback first. The reason he's quarterback first is for these false pulls. All right, he's here. That guy has him, all right? Now, read the spot. You're here. You know you're running here. Your eyes should still be in the backfield in this empty spot. You need to be able to have a feel for where the ball is. So when he pulls the ball, now you redirect. All right? And now we're still good to go because you don't have anybody to block these guys at this point, okay? We know teams like to false pull, and that's our adjustment for it. Now, if you have a team that lines up with an H-back in the backfield or an up back or a blocking back or whatever they want to call it anymore, all right? We will identify that H-back. Now, we know he can walk down and he can walk down. We're going to go to a 50 front. Because of the H-back, we're going to call this a 2-back set. We know you can only have 3 receivers on the outside. It doesn't matter who those 3 receivers are or where they are. We are just going to match up corner, safety. We're matched up, okay? We're going to play a 2-man game. We're going to play 1-on-1 over here. We still got our 3 over the top. We still have our Mike and our Sam in the middle. All right, so we can jump down to a 50 front right now. When we jump into what we would call our 50 front, our weak backer here, our will backer, is taught to stay at a wide 9 technique, okay? He is in a true wide 9, and he's attacking quarterback first. We want to keep him at a wide 9. We do not want to have this tackle think he can block him, okay? We don't want them to think he can reach him. We don't want them to try to even think they can do anything to him. So he's going to be in a true wide 9. Same as this rover over here. He's going to be in a true wide 9. Now his attack is from outside hip of this blocking back to running back. Outside hip of the blocking back to the running back, all right? If they want to try to block him out, kick him out, we have a guy coming over the top. We got the Mike, we got the Sam coming. All right, these 2 guys are our stud backers. They're our best tackling backers. They're our most intelligent backers. They need to know where the ball is going quickly, fiercely, and they need to go right now. We do not get on them if they go 100 miles an hour and make a mistake and go the wrong way. If we get beat on a play because they went the wrong way, hey, tell me what you saw. Let's understand what you're trying to do. If they made a bad read, we correct the read. We just don't freak out about it, all right? We're fine. We know that we coach up our reads. Our linebacker coach is phenomenal. We know the reads are coached up. So when they're coached up, we're good, and now we're back out. Okay, so we know what we're trying to do. If you go to an up-back set and a two-back set, all right? So for whatever reason you want to just jam the box with us, we still feel comfortable. Now, we will walk our safety down into the box. However, we're going to still have our base rules here. He's still going to attack. Now, his attack, instead of being quarterback, now becomes backside running back, okay? Now, Mike and Sam become primarily responsible for the quarterback, and then reaction to the running backs. It doesn't matter where the running backs go. They go quarterback to running back. So no matter what you have, you got a little crisscross action here. They still have their rules, okay? So if we're here, you're here. Now you see quarterback, you know it's run. Now you flow over, okay? So we're reading the same area. We're going to read this spot right in front of everybody so we can watch mesh. We can watch if there's any guards pulling. We can see if the up back is pulling, and we can adjust, all right? For any time that we see a team that comes up and lines up in any type of wing T set or single wing set, and they like to run buck, or they like to run any type of set like that, any type of triple option, they like to run split backs, we really don't worry about it. Our first rule is how many backs do they have here, and then match numbers on the outside, okay? So if they have 3 in the backfield, they can only have 3 outside. So we know that could be taken up by our DBs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We know 5 is 11. So we know 3 DBs on the outside. We're not going to worry about those guys. We know our 4 eyes and our zeros don't move. Our corner, our safety, we're good. Now we still have our 3 over the top. All right, now we're going to have our Rover at a wide 9. We're going to have our Will at a wide 9. We're going to have our Mike and our Sam in a 30. Okay, now we have all of our guys set to where you want to run the ball, we're good. We believe we have numbers. We know we're counting 8. Even if you're running triple, we're fine, okay? If you're running triple, we have dive, and then this guy will be late dive onto that side, okay? Now, here's him. All right, our rule is we're going to make our Mike and Sam responsible for the quarterback unless the quarterback is such a stud that we don't believe we can get there in time, all right? But he'll come here, and now he's over the top, and he's cut back, okay? We do not worry about the dive because our 4 eyes and our 0 are supposed to be dive responsibility, and our Sam goes dive, our backside backer here goes dive to quarterback. So he's got dive to quarterback. This guy is now chasing down the line, okay? So he is dive to quarterback, all right? Now, our Rover has pitch man. Our Mike is no longer dive. He does not need to worry about dive. We believe we have 4 guys on dive. He's over the top attacking the outside shoulder of the quarterback, all right? We want him to cut. He is alley to quarterback help. Why do we attack outside shoulder? We want him to cut it back inside if he's going to beat him because we have the Sam coming back over the top to cover, okay? And that goes for any type of triple option team. We always want to try to limit who the guy is that has the ball. If we believe it is your best athlete, then we're not going to allow your best athlete to beat us, and we will adjust our rules accordingly. Again, they're in a 2-back set, so we know, okay, hey, we're going to line up in our 50. We don't have to worry about it. We're not going to take too much time doing a lot of different things, all right? We're going to force you to adjust to us. We're not going to adjust to you. Now, if you have still dive, pitch, quarterback, all right, same rules apply here. He's still dive man, he's late dive man, he's late dive man, he's dive to quarterback, he's pitch man, he's quarterback, all right? We do always call it dive, quarterback, pitch, all right? Dive, quarterback, pitch. We know, generally speaking, the quarterback is the pitch man. And very seldomly at the high school level do we see a handed off and then the pitch guy, okay? If we do see that, we will adjust our calls accordingly. But it goes dive, quarterback pitch. So dive is our front three. Dive, 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 okay? And now he's chasing, all right? Now he's got pitch. If he's going to pitch man, we know just by the offensive rules that if he attacks pitch man, quarterback has to keep the ball, all right? He is taught to attack pitch man, but to attack pinch man tight, all right? He wants to attack the pinch man tight. The reason he wants to attack it tight is we do not want to give this quarterback room to come in and back out outside of him, okay? If he has room to come in and then bounce out, he has not done his job, because now the Mike has so far to run, this Sam does not have any help, and now our free has to become the inside attack man, okay? Because Mike still needs to get to this outside shoulder, and now free's coming as the inside guy, and we do not feel comfortable there. It works, it can pick it up, and that is how we teach it. All right, Mike is to attack outside shoulder of the quarterback. Sam is inside. Free is now attacking according to what the Mike's doing. Now, if the Mike attacked inside shoulder, Free now has to adjust to outside shoulder. All right, and now if the quarterback were to jump here and the Mike were to attack here, he needs to come over the top for outside, and Free has to adjust in to out, okay? All right, here we go. For pass coverage rules, our backers, if we're in a 2x2 set, our backers, generally speaking, we are only dropping 2, maybe 3 of those guys at any time in the pass coverage, okay? So we're going to go over this real quick. We're not going to sit there and spend a lot of time, because our backers, pass-wise, we don't do a lot, okay? Now, we know, hey, this Sam has a delayed blitz because running back is on his side, okay? So we're good here. We know we got our safeties here. So running back here, we got Peel rule at the Mike. So he's here to flats late, okay? If he does not get a call, he just comes, okay? His call comes from the corner of the Mike. It's a snake call or a rat call, okay, if he's coming here. Now, we play a little 2-man game, so he'd be over the top, and he's here, so we're good. That's why he is late to the flats, all right? Late to the flats. If he crosses face, now he comes, and Mike is picking that up, okay? If he peels here, Will picks that up, all right? And again, we have just a little 2-man match game here. He's here. Okay, we're good. Now, this is why he has delayed blitz. He steps, makes sure it's not run. Once he recognizes it's not run, he is not told, hey, you have a gap to go to. You adjust accordingly, okay? Now, if we start getting stick, we will tell him, hey, your delay is off, and now get into coverage, okay? And we just call it off. Once he hears off, he knows, okay, my delay's gone. I don't have to blitz anymore. I come over here, I'm covering stick, because they're running that to us, and our safety's not getting it covered. If you line up in trips, our rules have to change a little bit because of route combinations by your receivers, all right? So we still have him stacked over 3. We still got our corner and our safety. All right, and then we got our Sam, our Mike, our Rover. Now, run responsibility first and then pass. So if the running back is away from trips and releases, we know, hey, I got to go get him. I got to peel off to him, okay? So he's got peel. All right, that's matched up there. We're not going to worry about that too much. Freeze here. Now, if they're running little sticks, this is why we have to adjust our calls, okay? Stick seems to be one of the most popular calls out of trips with the new air raid and everyone run and shoot, air raid and all that kind of stuff. So he's the jam and then go to quarterback. He's now run to stick, okay? Which now tells the Mike he's the delayed blitz man. And now we're playing a 2-man game here on these 2 guys. Honestly, it doesn't matter what they run, 2-man game. Free now covers over the cop seam, okay? He has to get hook curl to seam. So as he comes, and if he tries to stay vertical, he's under it and he's over it. All right? We know there's still going to be a little hole there. We're going to challenge the quarterback to make that throw and make it properly and on time. If he doesn't make it properly and on time, it's either a pick or it's a big, big hit, and this kid's not going to catch that ball anymore. Okay? Same rules apply for the other side. That's why I'm only showing you one side. We don't change a lot of things that we do, but we understand what we're going to do. We're going to do it really good. That's all we're worried about. Do it really good. So if you line up in a tray set, we just call that trips with our guys, all right? However, we now know this Will is going right now, all right? Will is going right now on any tray set, all right? So again, if he peels, here you go, he peels out, all right? He's delayed blitz, all right? He's now coming right now. He does have to get hands on the tight end. Mandatory hands on the tight end, okay? We're now playing a little two-man game here, okay? So he's here, and now, again, this is why Sam cannot blitz on this. He needs to sit, okay? We got free here. If he goes vertical, he's over the top. He's walling underneath, trailing it, okay? We do not want to put ourselves in a position where this guy has to cover number 3 one-on-one. So we're going to keep our safety over the top for him. He comes into the trail guy. All right, I'm pretty sure that covers everything. Sorry if it didn't. Thanks for your time. Hope you learned a little something about how we run our defense. Have a good day.